Hey everyone, so you finally saved up for that high-end graphics card upgrade, only to realize your tower looks like a tangled mess of cables and your temps are climbing faster than your electricity bill? Yeah, I've been there. The MSI 16GB RTX 4080 Gaming X Slim White might just be the clean, cool, and quiet solution you need. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. First off, let's talk about the size. This isn't some bulky brick that forces you to rearrange your whole case. The slim in the name is legit, it's 2.5 slots thick, so it fits in most mid-tower builds without blocking your other components or making cable management feel like a Rubik's Cube. I dropped this into my Fractal Design Meshify C and suddenly had room to actually see my motherboard again. No more praying that my RAM clearance isn't a millimeter too tight. Now, the cooling. MSI's TORX Fan 5 design pairs traditional fans with a set of stealth blades that pull air through the heatsink more efficiently. In real terms, that means lower temps under load and less fan noise. I ran Metro Exodus at 4K with ray tracing on, and the card hovered around 68 degrees Celsius with the fan spinning at a whisper. That's the kind of headroom you want when you're pushing pixels for hours or streaming to Twitch. Plus, the white shroud actually looks good, it's not just a gimmick. It blends with my white and black theme instead of clashing like some neon disaster. Memory-wise, 16GB of GDDR6X is overkill for most games right now, but it's future-proofing you didn't know you needed. I'm running a 57-inch ultra-wide at 5K with DLSS 3 enabled, and I'm still only using about 11GB. When new titles or mods start pushing those limits, you won't be stuck lowering settings or buying another card in 6 months. Build quality is top-notch. The backplate is metal, not flimsy plastic, so it doesn't flex when you're installing it. The power connectors are solid, the RGB is tasteful and customizable through MSI Center, and the overall fit and finish feel premium. I've owned cards that rattled when I shook them, this one feels like it could survive a minor earthquake. Compatibility is another win. It's PCIe 4.0x16, so it pairs perfectly with Intel's 13th and 14th Gen chips or AMD's Ryzen 7000 series without bottlenecking. I swapped this into an old i7-12700K build and saw a 30% jump in FPS in Cyberpunk 2077 compared to my old RTX 3080. That's not just a driver bump, that's real silicon-level headroom. Let's talk power draw for a second. The 4080 is known for being a power hog, but MSI's optimizations keep it in check. My 750W PSU didn't even hiccup, and the card's power limit stayed below 350W during heavy workloads. If you're on a budget PSU, just double-check your wattage before pulling the trigger. No one wants to explain to their spouse why the lights went out mid-boss fight. Now, the RGB. It's subtle, white-accented, and you can sync it with your other MSI gear if you're into that. I personally turned it off because I prefer a clean look, but it's nice to have the option without neon explosions ruining your aesthetic. One thing to note, this card runs a bit warm in poorly ventilated cases. If your airflow is trash, expect the fans to spin up more than you'd like. I had to add a couple of extra intake fans to my mesh case to keep it whisper quiet again. Also, the price tag is steep, expect to pay close to $1,000. It's a high-end card, so if you're gaming at 1080p or just doing productivity work, you might be better off with a 4070 Ti or skipping the upgrade entirely. All in all, if you want a white RTX 4080 that doesn't scream "I'm a gaming rig" and actually keeps your system cool without sounding like a jet engine, this is the one. It's not perfect, but the trade-offs are minimal compared to the performance and aesthetics you get. Check the link below if you're ready to upgrade without the mess.